interquartile range from a dot plot. All right, so this dot plot shows the scores a soccer team earned in their games. So each dot represents a game, and the number that's underneath is the number of goals they scored in that game. So the very first thing, if you're going to try to find interquartile range from a dot plot, is you need to find the median of the dot plot. Now, it can be a little confusing if you try to go cross off the high and the low values of the dots, because you get a little confusing when you start to get towards the middle. So I think it's easier if you go ahead and write out your data set that it's represented from the dot plot. So there's one dot for 0, so I wrote 1, 0. There are 2 dots for the 2's, so I wrote 2, 2's, and so on until I got all the way to the end of my data set. So now to find the median, you want to cross off your high and low values until you reach the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that till I reach the middle. And as I can see here, I reached 4. Now just to make sure that this is the middle, I see that I crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers on this side, and I crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers on that side. So I have this equal amount of numbers on each side of the median, so I know that I did that correctly. So my median is 4 goals. Now that I found the median, I want to find the upper and lower quartiles. So let me show you that data set again. I'm going to circle the median that we found from the step 1. And when you find upper and lower quartiles, you do not include the median. So go ahead and cross that off. And then you're going to find the median of the lower half of the data and the median of the upper half of the data. So you're going to do the same thing. Cross off the high and low values on each side of the median until you reach the middle. So my lower quartile is 3 because this is the lower half of the data. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the upper half. I'm going to cross off high and low values until I reach that middle of the upper half, and I have 5 as my upper quartile. Now just to make sure I did that correctly, I see there are 3 numbers on the left side and 3 numbers on the right side of that lower half median. Since there's the same numbers on each side, I see that that is directly in the middle, and you can see the same thing on the upper half. Now to find the interquartile range, you subtract upper quartile and the lower quartile. So I'm just going to subtract 5 minus 3, which equals 2. And so my interquartile range is 2. Now, if I was to create a box plot from this data, this is what the box plot would look like. And remember, the interquartile range is the length of that box. So I can see that that box is 2 units in length. So that is how you find interquartile range from a dot plot.